So coming in live with the slideshow, the video slideshow, and this is titled, what this is going to do is help you build better relationships, get happier customers, and in the process of doing that, make more money, and all through the power of the email, the magical email. So let's get it going. So how important is it to have a strong relationship with your customer? Obviously, this is very, very, very important. If you build a certain trust, if you build a certain liking, if you build a certain rapport with your customer, they will continue to buy from you and they will actually love to pay you. If you don't have a strong relationship with your customer, the chances are they're either going to pay themselves by not paying you or pay your competitor, which is never too good. So there really is no such thing as having customers loving to pay you. That's just awesome. It just sounds beautiful ringing from my tongue. So what exactly will you learn? Well, you will learn how to make your ideal or perfect customer love you, how to understand your customers more than they understand themselves, and the mindset you need when you're creating the follow-up, the magical follow-up email. That's what you'll learn. So stay tuned. When you're marketing to, listen to this quote, when you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. Okay, I'm sure we've all heard this before. I'm sure we've all had a friend or actually ourselves who came up with a business idea and said, this, everybody would buy it. This is awesome. This is the new Facebook. Well, the truth is, if you're marketing to everybody, if you think your business or your product is going to attract everybody, you're wrong, or most likely or not, you're wrong. That's a entrepreneur, not really an entrepreneur mindset. You really need to dig deep and find out who your target market is. So the fastest way to build a genuine and great relationship with your customers is to speak to their needs. Okay, they don't really care about you necessarily. They don't really care, not yet. And most corporate websites, if you look at their if you look at their mission statement, they're talking about their features and blah blah blah. Nobody cares. Do you read that? No. I just ask yourself, do you care about that stuff? No. So when you're personally ramping up a marketing campaign or selling your product, you must speak directly to your customer. Okay, all your pitches or sale messages should have the customer thinking that you're speaking directly to them. Nobody wants to feel like they're just being commanded. Okay, the goal is for your message to have the customer thinking, wow, it sounds like he's talking to me, or wow, how did he know that was my problem? Okay, or that's what you want. It's like the picture below. You want to have them feel like it's a one-on-one conversation. So how do you build a sales message that builds a real interaction between you and your customer? And how do you craft a message that leaves the customer feeling like you are speaking to them? Well, the best way I know this is really by creating a customer avatar. And a customer avatar is a character illustration of your ideal customer. Think of yourself as a movie director, playwright, screenwriter. Okay, think of yourself as a comic book artist and you're creating a character. You're creating one character that represents all the desired traits of your ideal customer. Okay, they write this character, it's one person but it represents a whole group of people. Okay, this one person is your whole idealistic target market, idealistic perfect customer. And what this will do is allow you to speak directly to one customer because you're targeting one person that has the characteristics of all your desired customers, but you're really attracting your desired target market. Because the truth is, there ain't nothing worse than having a bunch of moany and whiny, customer service loving customers. Okay, so if you want to learn more about avatars, I'm sure there's a link below that has an article that I wrote all about avatars that'll help you out. And no, it's not about the movie. So for some of y'all professionals out there, there is a more professional way of doing this. In corporate America, big time companies do this a lot. So they really take this avatar method to another level. A company like Apple, for example, they have a lot of money. They have a big budget. So if you have a big budget, you might want to implement some extensive market research, some real market research. So what they would do is look through numbers and pinpoint who their ideal customer is. And what they would find out through all the data and numbers and sales is what people really like about their product. What what is really bothering their customers. They'll really find out through their numbers, their demographics, psychographics, pretty much everything about their customers. So why would they do this? Well, they want to, when they create a marketing campaign, they want to speak directly to their customers. Simple as that. So for the little guy, for the average person, for anybody, you want to create a survey. Okay, I really recommend this. Create surveys through your emails. Create them. Here's some free sites to create a survey: SurveyMonkey, Woofu, Google Docs, and demographics and psychographics. You can look this up online. Quantcast.com. So you really want to understand how to get in your customer's mind, and we're going to do something called an empathy map. Okay, I really learned this, and this is the way to really understand your ideal customer more than they understand themselves. And as I said earlier, what you're going to do is create one character that represents all the desired traits of an ideal customer, and this will allow you to speak to your ideal customer. An empathy map looks like the picture to the right, and let's get to the nuts and bolts. So this, as I said earlier, what will this do is it will attract and also speak to your ideal customer. And what an empathy map is, let's break it down. Empathy, they always say, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That's what emphasizing is. You want to have empathy, you want to feel, you want to know where their emotions are, you want to know how they understand, and you want to understand them. And mapping, that's from somebody else's perspective, that's from somebody else's circumstances. So empathy mapping, you're really trying to understand somebody else's feelings towards a certain problem from their point of view. Simple as that. So what an empathy map, it is dissecting somebody's mind, going into their mind and seeing the world through their eyes. So how do you create one? This is simple. You're going to get a piece of paper, a white piece of paper, and break it into 4 sections, and you're going to draw a human in the center of it. Each section represents 4 questions that I created. So I got these ideas from a lot of great empathy maps, and I really think this helps an entrepreneur. So what do you think? The first one, what do you think? Put yourself in their shoes. So what do they think and feel about your problem, about their problem? So what do they hear and see? What do they hear and see about their problem? What do they hear about their problem? For example, if your customer, if you're in direct sales and you're trying, or if you're a real estate agent recruiting other agents, maybe that agent has a real insecurity problem because his girlfriend doesn't think he's going to make money through freelance real estate. So he has to go through that, and that's something he hears. What are their reality? What do they see? What are they saying about their problem? What is their biggest pain that keeps them up at night? This is crucial. If you understand their pain, and if you're able to solve their pain, you will get rich. So why are emails and the follow-up so important? This is very simple, excuse me. And it's simple because the formula of making money online goes like this: traffic plus leads equals sales, cha-ching. And the truth is, most people don't buy the first time seeing an offer. Obviously, you need to see an offer a couple of times. So the real formula, goes traffic plus leads plus the follow-up, email follow-up equals sales. So I recommend that you pause this and create an avatar and empathy map so you know who your ideal customer is. So now what you want to do is create the follow-up autoresponder email sequence. And what you're going to do is send your lead consistently to your offer, back to your offer, so they see it more and more. Obviously, you want to understand copywriting. Copywriting is the art of persuasion through the word. Okay, through the written word, and you can understand that more through information products like the Autoresponder Madness or Copywriters Guild. Down below, there's an article I wrote extensively about how to create a great headline, and headlines are the most important part of the email. Well, without a good headline, nobody's going to read your email, and that is why I say that. So there's 3 musts in the email, and the first one, you better deliver some value. You must provide value. Everything you deliver in your email must provide value. Somebody gave you their information. It was a value exchange. You offered them something, and they offered you their information. Okay? They trusted you enough to give you the ability to spam them. So through that exchange, you want to make sure you deliver on what you say. And there's a couple of things you can do to add value right now. Maybe you can offer them a newsletter. Maybe you can create a mini course on a specific problem, a specific inquiry. For example, I could break this slideshow down and create a mini course and send it to my email list for some added value. You want to provide leadership through your emails. And what I mean by that, you want to command them. You want to be that leader. You want to guide them. You want to guide them to a decision. People don't make decisions on their own. Guide them to a decision. And you want to make friends. You want to be authentic. You want to be genuine. You want to be sincere. You don't want to be an asshole. So, number two is you want to build a relationship. You want to understand what your list is going through, and you need to understand that your list doesn't give a shit about you. For example, go on Yahoo or Google, whatever your email provider is, and log in. Once you log in, look at your inbox. Your inbox is flooded with spam right now, I guarantee it. And what do? You ignore them or you delete them. So, the truth is, you don't give a shit about what they're saying unless you learn that that person gives a shit about you. So, for example, if your best friend sent an email, you're probably not going to delete it, you're going to read it. So, you want to build a relationship to the point where that person looks at you as a real friend. So, here's the task. That's the task I want you to do right now. Actually, go look at your email and see how many emails you don't care about. Okay, so now you gotta understand that when you send an email, people are gonna do that to you unless you're able to really provide value and break their intention through a headline. And I recommend you scrolling down, reading through the article on how to create a good headline. So have the mindset of leading with value. Number three, you want to have the purpose of acquiring new customers. So, for example, look at your empathy map, look at your avatar. You want to acquire more of those. So, you got to have the attention and intention. You got to have the desire, and you got to have the intention. And everything you write is going to be in the intention of acquiring a new customer, and that's an intention you need absolutely when you're writing emails. So, something I really recommend, something I've really seen that you study and that you take in as your own. For example, I get emails a lot about all these products and all this and that, and nothing really hit me till I saw this. Somebody really utilizing all the fundamental lessons that I just taught you to a T, like the Empower Network, and they've created more than 80,000 happy customers. And how do they do this? They treat their customers like family. They really build a solid, genuine relationship, and they don't teach you the fluff and stuff. They offer value, and on top of that, they're really there for their people. They are there for their people. They've helped thousands of people make money online through their training and by giving them 100% affiliate commission. So what I want you to do right now is click this link or click the link below and find out more information on how they were doing that. I want you to study this so you could take this as your own and really understand what they're doing, and maybe even deciding to even work with them, because I really recommend it. This is the only thing I'll put my name on in 2013 that isn't my creation. I really recommend this. And this is Mo Musa. I hope this added some value into your day. Have a great day, and I'm out, my friends.